Hi, welcome to ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make a chocolate and vanilla marble cake.
Now, we're going to show you two different recipes. We're going to show you a recipe for chocolate cake, and we're going to show you a recipe for vanilla cake, which we're going to put together and make it into a marble cake. But if you're not a chocolate fan and you want to make it completely vanilla cake, you can just take our vanilla recipe and double it, or keep it the same if you want a smaller batch. And the same way, if you want a chocolate cake only, then just double the chocolate version of it. And it's easy as that.
So we're going to be making the vanilla cake in this one, and that's going to have the chocolate cake. So we've got 1 3/4 cup of maida or all-purpose flour, and we have sifted it. To this we're going to add 1 cup of regular sugar, and to this we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to mix it.
So for the chocolate version, we're going to follow the exact same steps, except we're going to replace just 1/4 cup of the flour with unsweetened cocoa powder. So we have 1 1/2 cups of flour here, and to this we have 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now we're using, it's 100% pure cocoa powder, and again, it's perfect for baking, it says, so you can find this in the baking aisle of your grocery store. We also have 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're also going to whisk this together.
So the dry ingredients have been mixed and they've been kept aside. Our oven is preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's hot. It's very important to get that going. And over here, this is the same process for both until we mention how it'll be different. Each of us has got 1 cup of hot water, and to this we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vinegar each. And we're going to add half a tablespoon of vanilla extract in each of them.
We also have 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of oil. And here's the only difference in the chocolate version. We have some instant coffee granules. We're going to add half a tablespoon of that into it.
And we're going to mix both of them.
And the coffee granules will take a little bit more work to get them dissolved, so just keep whisking it until they dissolve in.
What we've also done is we've prepared our 9-inch round pans for baking, and we're going to be using 2, 1 for the chocolate, 1 for the vanilla. Now you can also of course half this recipe and just do the vanilla part, or just do the chocolate part. We're doing both, so.
Right, and if you don't want to split it into 2, you can also make 1 9x13 flat cake.
Yes.
Either way.
So we lightly coated it with some oil, and it's ready. Both of them are ready.
So we're going to give it 1 final whisk to make sure all the oil and water gets combined. And we're going to combine the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and whisk.
So we're going to mix it till all the liquid and the dry ingredients combine, and a little bit of lumps here or there are okay, no problem. So just make sure everything is combined well. So once it's mixed in, we need to work a little fast. So we're going to eyeball, and I'm going to put the vanilla cake in first, half here and half into the other pan.
And we're going to do the same thing with the chocolate, just eyeball half into each. And you can arm yourself with a butter knife.
Or 2.
Or 2. And we're just going to go run the knife just vertical and just have fun with it, swirl in and out, and you'll get the marble effect. Kind of make it go in and out, fold it over the top.
So once you're happy with your design, you can stop or you can carry on.
If you carry on too much, you're just going to get a very light brown cake. So stop yourself at some point.
Yep.
So our cake pans are going to go into our 350 degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. Now every oven is different, like we say every time. When you get to the end of the cooking cycle, check on it, make sure it's not burning, and the way you know that it's really done is stick a toothpick in the center, comes out clean, you're done. Simple as that. So we'll see you back in a few minutes.
So our cakes are out of the oven, and look how wonderful they look. Yum. They baked for 35 minutes, and we put a toothpick in, and it was perfect, so we pulled it out.
So once they came out of the oven, we let them rest on top of a cooling rack like this for 15 minutes inside the pan. So now 15 minutes later, we're ready to flip.
Right, and we have a butter knife. We're just going to loosen the edges. But if you have greased your pan well, you won't need to, but just to ensure that you don't break the cake. And you just take your cooling rack, put it on the baking pan and invert it.
Now, if you don't have a cooling rack, it's okay. This little rack that I have came out of the toaster oven, so that's fine too.
And then just kind of tap it. There you go, and lift it. Whoa.
Oh.
Beautiful. So once it's inverted, we're going to leave them like this, and what that's going to do is, you know, that little bump at the bottom, it's going to just flatten it out, and you'll have a flat top. So it's good for when you're icing or frosting, and just a better presentation.
So our cake cooled down completely, cool to the touch before we frosted it with our chocolate frosting, and we're ready to dig in.
Ooh.
Wow. Looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that, looks so moist and fluffy, and it's got the beautiful marble effect.
Voila! Nothing else to do except dig in.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yum.
I think a chocolate lover's delight. I think that's what I have to say. So when you bite into it, it's got splashes of chocolate and splashes of vanilla. My mouth's
It's
still
yum,
watering. Yeah.
absolutely. And the frosting is just yum. So look for the frosting recipe also on ShowMeTheCurry.com.
I think we have to finish it now. Tough life we have, I tell you.
Oh my goodness.
God, I feel so sorry.
I know.
You know?
So we're going to finish this. We're going to totally enjoy it. And you can do the same. And join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.